So this afternoon we're here at Centre Pod Raceway for the Doorslammers. We have CEO Keith Bartlett of Centre Pod Raceway. Welcome to the first Eurodragster YouTube channel pit interview.
Good.
And how's things going this weekend?
Well, it's a great event, the Doorslammers. I mean, it's probably started as a bit of a vanity project for my good self. You know, I come from a street racing background. I've always been crazy about door cars, so in the end, we used to have the Doorslammers many years ago, back in the 90s. It was a famous event, the Doorslammers event. It was usually 1 week after the European finals, greatly supported, all the Swedes, all the foreigners, and I brought it back 7 years. I think this is our 7th year. So the difference is that was not very good prize money, but today I put up £100,000. And when you think about that, these cars like the big bracket, which this car ran in with me today, those guys run for 150 to 200 pounds. The winner today gets 5,000. The runner-up gets 2,500. Pro Doorslammer, there's 20,000 pounds there. So it's proper. It's legalised street racing. They're running for big money, but it's legal.
Yes, that's really good. And what's your next event?
Main event.
Is it for next weekend? Main event, yeah.
Championship,
and then
followed by last week the Jap show, which was massive.
Yes.
The week before we had another influencer event, which was really good.
Yeah. It's social media is getting quite big, especially with drag racing at the moment.
We've been endorsing it for a long time. I mean, we had Caleb Cooper of the Clarkson's Farm here last week. So we got different influencers. We let them come up here. They have a day here. Behind closed doors, no public, no anything, and they can do their bet, and it goes out on social media. But we do have a big following on our social media sites ourselves now. So.
Which is really good for the sport, and as well as Centre Pod itself.
I mean, social media is followed by so many young people, and if I dare say it, young people's attention span is not quite the same as the older generation like me, and drag racing's made for it. It's all over in a short time. If you've got a short attention span, I promise you drag racing's for you.
And then with off the track with Centre Pod itself, how is it going this year with the event so far? Is it on target?
No, it's
really
good.
good.
We're on budget. We're
seems
over
to
budget, which last year was a real tough year. We lost a lot of money last year.
It seems to. I can see like a big increase of spectators coming back. Especially
we've done a lot of marketing, and again the influencers, social media. You know, I've got 3 or 4 people just in the social media department. You know, it's quite a big operation.
Really good.
We have 200 staff outside, 40 staff in the office. It's not a small operation.
No, it's very big.
Yeah.
And then the FIM main event next weekend. Looking quite a good event with quite a few cars, really good entries.
I think Pro Mob will probably be 18 to 19 cars, 4 top fuel cars, 3 or 4 fuel funny cars,
which is
7 pro stock. No, it's a good entry.
Which is good if you look at a few years ago when COVID hit. And how it was back then and now it is.
We're still suffering a bit from the COVID. There's fallout from COVID still a bit there, and the Brexit thing made it very difficult to bring over the Europeans. And then the economy. The economy's hit everyone in the last 2 years. And needless, can I not add, which I always do in all my columns on other magazines and programme notes, the lack of parts. We are struggling. The lack of parts from the US has become really hard. And it's not that they're not there. The American teams are getting first pick. And, and people aren't buying, for example, they're not just buying a couple of crankshafts, they're buying 12 or 16 or 20. But the manufacturers that produce them are feeding them all to the top teams.
So do you have any advice for any youngsters who want to get into the sport?
Besides, well, the first bit of advice I'm going to tell you is it's like a big needle. Once you put it in your arm, you know, you can take it out, but it'll never go away. No, come and watch it. You've got to come and watch it. It's like no other motorsport. And if you are interested in detailed championships, we've got that. But perhaps more importantly, if you just want to see the red car beat the blue car at 300 mile an hour and go 0 to 100 mile an hour in under 1 second, Centre Pod's place to come.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much, Keith, for your time for this our very first interview on Eurodragster YouTube channel.
Wonderful.
And then we'll no doubt speak again a bit later on in the year.
I know we will.
All right, thanks very much, Keith.
Thank you.
Okay.